Hello and welcome to Thought for March the 14th. Our readings are Leviticus chapter 22, Psalm 125, 126 and 127 and Luke chapter 5. And our thought is, but at your word. Who was it who told Jesus to depart from me after he had witnessed a remarkable miracle? It was Peter. He had said, although he was sceptical, he would do what Jesus had suggested. Now in our reading in Luke chapter 5 today, we see how Jesus used Peter's boat as a preaching platform, and when he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch." Luke chapter 5 verse 4. Now Peter earned his living by fishing, and he really knew when and where the fish were most likely to be found. And he answers, "Master, we toiled all night and took nothing." Verse 5. He knew there were no fish around, so with what frame of mind would he then add, "But at your word I will let down the nets"? The nets became so full of fish that they are breaking, and they need the help of others from another boat. The fish filled both boats so that they began to sink, we read in verse 7. And Peter is overwhelmed. He gasps out, "Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord." Verse 8. Because of his intimate knowledge of fishing, this miracle shocks him far more than the healing of his mother-in-law's fever and other sick people we read about yesterday. Peter realizes Jesus has the power to do anything, and this causes him to be overwhelmed by a sense of his own unworthiness. Do we ever get confronted by our own sense of unworthiness? What about our feelings when the miracle of the return of Jesus starts to unfold before our own eyes? Carefully meditate on the emotion you will feel then. Do we really believe Jesus is with believers in spirit here and now? The disciple John wrote in his old age, "Whoever confesses that Jesus is the Son of God abides in him, and he in God." God is love, and whoever abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him. By this, love is perfected with us, so that we may have confidence for the day of judgment. 1 John 4 verses 15 to 17. Surely all who believe the Spirit of Christ is all around them and have responded to his call. "If anyone thirsts, let him come to me." John 7 verse 37. And thirst to read God's word every day will have confidence when it is evident Jesus is returning. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.